today I'm going to be showing you how to make some tassel earrings, and the ones I'm wearing just at the moment are these. So we're going to be making some that look like this. And as you can see, you need quite thin crochet thread for this. So what you need is some thin crochet thread. So I am using this, the Rico Essentials crochet, and today I'm going to be making them in pink. So you're also going to need, as well as the crochet thread, a pair of scissors, and you're also going to need a ruler or a piece of card, something to wrap the crochet thread around, and you want this approximately 16.5 centimeters long. So I'm just going to be using this. And finally, you want to have some fish hooks. So for these earrings I'm going to do them in gold. So I've got some gold plated fish hooks, and they look just like that. So the earrings that I just showed you in red, they are sterling silver hooks. But these ones, what I'm using for this, they are gold plated. And the last thing you're going to need is two 10mm jump rings. So again, to match the fish hooks, I'm going to be using two 10mm gold jump rings. But again, for the earrings I just showed you, they had silver plated. So you can get these supplies off of Amazon or eBay if you don't have them already. So to begin with, you need to get your crochet thread. And you also need to get your ruler or your piece of card that you're going to wrap the thread around. And remember, this has got to be approximately 16.5 centimeters long, or if you would like your earring tassels to be longer or shorter, you can adjust the length of what you are using. So the next step is to wrap this thread around the length of the ruler 40 times. So just like this. So I have now wrapped that around 40 times. So the next thing is to just cut that thread here, and then you're going to cut all of this at the top first. So if you just lift it up and then just try and get right near the top. Okay, and then if you just take that away, and now you're left with this really long piece, and you're just going to fold that in half, like that, and then you can just cut at the top of that part again. And that then leaves you with two groups of thread. So we've got one and there's another. So don't worry about this long piece here, because we can trim everything at the end. So if I just take one of those groups of thread, so the next stage is you want to fold this down and work out how big you want your loop at the top of the earring to be. So if I just show you the one that I've already made, this loop here, we are trying to make this part now. So depending on your own choice, you can do it bigger or smaller. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to do mine to probably like that. So I need to remember that space there. And then you're going to get your thread, and where you want the loop to start, you are going to tie your thread around this. So it can be a bit fiddly. So I have now tied that round, and we can trim all these loose ends at the end. So it's probably worth doing tying it round twice here, just to keep it secure. And then, so here's the end. So now we're going to start wrapping this thread around, and we're going to start wrapping it along. And you can see how it's just forming across. So now I've got to the desired length to make the tassels both equal. So now you're just going to get that thread and then wrap it round the base of this loop, and you're going to do this approximately 10 times. So I've now wrapped that round 10 times, and you can see it's just made the base of this loop. And to secure that, you want to just make a loop round, and then if you cut thread, make a loop round and then put that thread underneath, and then just pull it tight, and then just do that again. And pull it tight. So that's just helping secure. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a needle, and then if you just thread that through the needle, and then if you go up through that base that you've just created, and then just down the middle of the tassel. and then that piece of thread's now coming out of here. So from there you can just trim the base of this tassel. Just trying to get it even, and you can see there I have got one smaller thread, so if you get that you can just cut it like that, but you shouldn't get that. So there you have the main body of the earring. So what you would do is you will then repeat that whole process with this piece that you've got left. So I'm now going to show you the next stage. So from here you just need one of your jump rings and then some jewellery making pliers. So these have got a flat base here, and then where the little split in the ring is, you're just going to pull that apart and then thread it through that loop you've made, and then you're going to get your fish hook and put that through, and then just close it up. And you just need to make sure, see where I've closed it, that you just need to make sure, see just where I've closed it, that that little bit is definitely properly closed, and that it all lines up nicely, which I think now it is, and that is your earring. And you just need to repeat that whole process with the other earring, and then you will have your two earrings. So I've now just made my second one, and now I've got a pair. And something that you can do, if there is one where the tassel is slightly longer than the other, you can always just trim them next to each other just to make sure that you get it even. And another thing you can do is you can also bend these rings slightly. If you want them to be more oval, you can just use your flat nose pliers and just gently squeeze the edge of the ring together, just like that. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you've got any questions or comments, you can leave them down underneath the video, and I will see you very soon for more tutorials.